Let's do a glam makeup look. I just videotaped doing my hair and I thought, you know what? I better do my makeup to go with the hair. And to do that, I'm just gonna put it back like this and I can see what I'm doing better. Everything I'm gonna use is gonna be in my one palette makeup. Everything is right here. And then I picked these 3 eyeshadows and then I'll change and you can see how it all looks together. To do this, we're gonna need a few brushes. And to start off, my lips are feeling a little dry, so I'm just gonna use a little balm. And I love having this little tiny balm square in here so that I can put it on my lips and use that before I put on any lip, cheek, everything, and my lips are moisturized. Okay, I am gonna go in with my fingers. We're gonna do the makeup part pretty fast. I've showered, I've moisturized my skin, and I'm gonna go in like I always do with my fingers and dot on my makeup. Now, not everyone likes to use their fingers to do their makeup. A lot of people prefer to use a brush, and that's how they learned. But I don't know why. For me, I have always been a finger person. I've always applied my foundation. I've shaken it, put it in my hand, but applied it with my fingers. I don't know where that started and why, but I'm just gonna, because we're doing a glam look, I am gonna add my main shade along my jawline and a little bit on my forehead, and I'm gonna blend this all in. Let's find my brush and let's blend this in. So I figured, why not show you how I do my makeup with 3 eyeshadows today. And if you have more than one eyeshadow in your palette, most of them mix and match, which is so nice. And I can help you pick colors that blend well together, look well together, and so you have a complete collection of eyeshadows that none are wasted. And that's one of the things I love most about this brand, is that everything is kind of like a la carte, right? It's almost like a Chinese menu. You pick one item, you pick another item, and they all go into your palette one by one, and you can replace them one by one. So you're not stuck with a bunch of colors that you don't use just because there's one color in a palette that you like. So let's make sure I blended that enough, because sometimes I find that I'm talking and I'm not blending. So there's that. Okay, let's add some contour. I'm gonna use my detail brush. I love this brush because it's got this edge right here that is going to pick up the contour, and it is going to apply it really nicely. Now, my contour is over here, and then this is my bronzer. So I'm not a huge bronzer. I don't use it a lot. I end up using contour a lot more. As you can see, I've gotten down on the contour, and I love how it defines my face. It can slim my face a little bit because I find that I've got a fuller face. Even though I've got cheekbones, I have kind of a roundish square face, and depending on what I weigh, my face can be a little fuller or not, depending on that. But be sure to blend it properly around your forehead like that. And makeup should not take a lot of time. It should also, I think, minimal and natural and make you look like yourself just better. So we're gonna do the other cheek like this. And again, it shouldn't have to take a lot of time. Once you get used to this makeup, it can go really quickly. You know, you're getting the hang of it can also sometimes be daunting and take some time, but honestly, once you get the hang of it, and I know you're probably thinking, Ridgely, you're using a brush for the contour, but you didn't use a brush for the other colors. I know, I mix it up. I just like to mix it up. This is how I like to do the contour. This is how I learned, this is how I trained myself, and this is how I teach it. Again, you can use a brush. You could also use the other end of this detail brush to apply your makeup. My issue with applying the foundation kind of colors is that sometimes you can pick up way too much product because they're softer. The consistency is different than the contour. The contour is meant to be a firmer, harder product, and then these are very soft. So sometimes you could dig in too much with the brush and put too much on. And we want a very minimal light coverage. Okay, so that's that. And then I think what I'm gonna do is do kind of like a, oh, I see this like fuzzies, but that's okay because it's gonna come down in a minute. I am gonna use Fig and I'm gonna use Candy together to add sort of a pretty glow. So I'm just gonna go in with my finger, yep, another finger like this, and I'm gonna go into Candy in between because I want it to be kind of pinky like that because it's kind of like an ombre look. Then I'll use the pink first because my finger was already in the pink. Like this, oh, a little hair there. I wanna make sure I get enough and then I'll go into this. And I always keep a microfiber towel on hand just so I can wipe it because I don't want to get dirt on my shirt. And then I'm going to go in with the same brush and just blend them together and create, I'm kind of circle it a little bit. Blend, I'm going to push it into my skin, but I'm kind of doing a little swirl. So see how pretty that is? It gave it this really pinky color, but a little bit more because the Fig is darker. And I love mixing colors like that, and you can do that too with colors in your palette. You don't have to just use one color. So I use the Fig and the Candy. The Candy is a gloss and Fig is a semi-gloss. So they're just so pretty together, and the colors that I'm gonna use on my eyes will work really well with that. So on the second layer, I'm gonna go in with the eyeshadows, but the first thing I'm gonna do is I am gonna use a primer. Although I put the two colors on my eyelids and blended them, I do want to use a primer today. The Sigma is Persuade. So this is the color. It's kind of a pinky color, and I'm going to use pink eyeshadows. Unfortunately, I don't think this is still available. I think they've sold out and we're waiting for it to restock. So you could use the Painterly pot from MAC if you're looking for something similar like that. And I'll link both of those below. I like it because it will grab the eyeshadow and keep it in place. I also like it because you could use it in place of an eyeshadow and just use it to be a solid, nice color all over your lids. So can you kind of see how it is kind of a matte color and it's smoothed out my eyelids? So I really like this. So this is Persuade from Sigma. And then let's go into our eyeshadow brush. So the eyeshadow brush has two sides. It's got this fluffy side and then this rounded, smoother, sort of tighter brush on that side. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna lightly take off any color with my brush cleaning towel like that. And I'm gonna use Mama. Mama's my first color. I'm gonna tap in and just be careful that you tap off any excess on your brush. So I'm just gonna go in and do my full lid with the Mama. And as you can see the difference, this has it and this doesn't. Okay, and then I'm gonna do it on the other side. And again, this doesn't have to take a ton of time. I think the hard part about eyeshadow is just making sure that they are even. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm gonna turn the brush over. I'm gonna clean that also because I had a different color. I'm gonna take a little bit of that Mama and do just a little bit under my eyes like that. And then whatever's extra like that. So that's the first color. Then I'm gonna go into, I'm pretty sure this is Gilded. Yes, this is Gilded. Hold on, let me show this to you. So this is Gilded. See that? It's got a little color. And I'm gonna use this in the crease of my eye and then sort of along my lashes. So I'm gonna go in with the smaller end of the brush, tap in. It is got some shimmer in it, so you just wanna be careful when you're applying it. So I'm gonna go light. I can always build it. I think I need a little more than that. And I'm gonna go up here, kind of like a backwards 7 or a V, and create a sort of shadow, darker color. So yeah, so I'm gonna go in like this, like a 7. And leaving this spot in the middle for another color. So let me go on the other side, and I don't know if I need to dust this off. It seems to be picking it up, and where I place my brush it's going where I want it. So again, this is a V or backwards 7, however you're seeing it on the video, because sometimes it's not mirrored, sometimes it's backwards. So I don't want to confuse you. So I do like doing it like this and like this. And I like to get it up onto my brow bone like that so that it opens my eyes. And this is such a pretty color. And don't be scared, because even though it does have some shimmer in it, you're not gonna see it as much like this. You're not. When I come close, you're gonna see that it's not that. And then I like to take a little bit of this, again, just underneath, and make sure you're kind of meeting them together right in the middle of your eye, like this on the corner. So, and you can build this color. As you can see, I'm going a little darker, but I'm not coming into the middle of my eye. I'm just keeping it in the outer corners. Okay, and the coolest thing about this brush is once you've sort of put your placement, you can go in, you can flip the brush, and you can, hold on, I need to move my mirror so I can see better. Because I want to show you, but I also wanted to be able to show you with me seeing myself. You can come in with the fluffier end of the brush and blend like this. And make sure. Now this side looks a little darker, so now I'm gonna have to go back and even them out. So this is what I was gonna say. This is the hard part, is making sure they're even. Hold on, let me look in the smaller mirror and see what I think. It was a little darker. So let me just add a little bit more on this side, and then we are gonna finish up. And like I said, you don't need to take a ton of time to do your makeup, especially when you get used to doing it. It can be really, really quick. Okay, I think that's pretty even. And if it's not, I'm not gonna be looking at people straight on. I'll just have to be like, hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? The last color is going to be Soul Mate. So Soul Mate does have some shimmer in it. Let's see if that will. It's pretty. It's such a pretty color. Now with shimmer like this, you have two options. I like to come in with my finger with a color like this and pick it up. And let me show you what it looks like when I pick it up with my finger. See how pretty that is? There's lots of different shimmers. So I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna just place it on the middle of my lid right here. And I did see some transfer under my under eye, but that's okay. And the dog wants to get in. So there's a little bit right there, but that's gonna be fine. Okay. Now, if you were gonna wear an eyeliner, you would wanna do this after you apply this makeup, because this would go over it. So I'm just gonna take the fluffy side of the brush and lightly just blend it into the corner over here, the outer corner, like that. And it is very pretty and shimmery, but this is a glam look, so this is what we want. So can you see that? And I think I am gonna do a eyeliner. So we'll put this on first, and I like to place it where I want it. Now, Soul Mate is very shimmery and it's easy to pick up. There are other ones like the one I did earlier, like Gilded, that are not as shimmery. So again, I'm just gonna go in, blend it a little bit, like this. And I don't wanna get it too close to the inner corner of my eye because I do have crepey skin there. So that's what it looks like. And I'm gonna put that into my palette. So this is the cool thing that I was talking about earlier. You can take your tins and just pop them into your palette and they don't come out, and you can move them around however you like. So I have them in order as I wore them. I have Mama, and then this is Gilded, and then this is Soul Mate. So that's the three colors there. And there's definitely more room to add more there. I'm just gonna wipe off my finger, and then I'm going to add I'm just gonna do brown. So I love these eyeliners. This is Revant. I will post it below for you. I have a 10% off code that you can use, and it just rolls up like this. It's a gel liner, and it is long lasting, and you can smudge it if you want before, and it won't smudge off later on in the day, which I really like. And if you can see what I look like right now, I'm just gonna put it in my lash line so that it makes my eyes look bigger and makes my lashes look thicker, which is what we want. So I'm just gonna gently put it on the outer corner of my eyelid like that. And then I'm gonna go under like this. And that's called tight lining. I found that out a little while ago. I didn't know what that was, but other ladies told me what that was. And I was like, oh, that's what that is. That's what that means. Okay, I like to do this because the shimmer can get into your lash line, and this will give you more definition. Okay, and a little bit underneath like that. Okay, let's do the other side. Then we're almost done. Hard to talk. It took me forever to find this eyeliner, excuse me. It took me forever to find this eyeliner, and I was trying to find something that would be easy to apply on mature, crepey eyelids, and this is awesome. And like I said, it has so many, I think there's 6 colors to choose from. You can do the purple, the blue, the black. I don't like to wear the black, but I have the black just in case I wanted to ever try it. So that is eyeliner. And then I'm gonna use my favorite new eyelash curler. We're gonna do my brows and then we're almost done. And mascara. I've been working out of my travel case. And so everything's right here for me. It's really nice. Okay, let's do a little mascara. I kind of blink into my mascara so that it gets sort of in the root. I like to go like that so it kind of gets on top of and with the eyeliner. And then I like to do the bottom. Some people do not like to do the bottom, but I like to do the bottom lashes. I have small eyes. I need all the help I can get. So if you are interested in this makeup, be sure to click below. I'll have a color match form, and that just helps me help you get the right colors for your skin tone. And then if you need help with lip and cheeks, eyeshadow colors and all that, I can help you with that. The other thing that I do is once you get your color match results from me, you get a guide with all the different colors and different pairings for eye colors. And so I'm just gonna activate the brow wax right here. Where are you going? Oh, there it goes. And it's really, really helpful. So the guide is awesome. So that comes with your results, with all the tools that I like and all the recommendations I have. And then you can always reach out and email me or text me back. If you're in the US or Canada, it just depends if you have charges for texting. Definitely in the US is better, but if you're in Canada, you can email me back, no problem, or you can message me through YouTube or wherever you're finding me. And so that's my eyebrows. I don't know if I'm gonna fill them in. I think I'm gonna leave them the way they are, but I could flip this line brush over and use this this slanted brush to fill them in. And then of course, this is the spoolie. But I don't feel like doing that today. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is I am gonna go in, I'm gonna use the same detail brush. I'm just gonna use the smaller end. I'm gonna go into this feather blotting dust, and I'm going to pick up the powder, sorry, I meant to show it to you, and put it on my brow bone like this, just to clean up the top. And it has a little bit of, here, let me show you. It has a little bit of sheen in it. It's the prettiest powder. It's not like a vanilla dust. This is more of a very soft, glowy sheen, very, very milled, very fine. And I love how it looks on my brow bone. Hold on. And then I'm gonna put a little bit under here. I've got a little bit of in my little tear duct area just to brighten up my eyes. You can put some down your nose as well. And if you have any oily areas, you could use this, and it still gives you a nice glow, but it's not matte flat like the vanilla dust. So that's why I love this. And I love it so much, I can see the tin coming in there. Okay, so I do have a little bit of, let me see, I may use this to get this off. I have a little bit, oh, that helped. I had a little bit of the eyeshadow, the shimmer under here. It doesn't bother me, so I'm just gonna leave it and I'm not gonna fuss with it. But let's do our lips real quick and then we're done. I am gonna use the MultiTasker brush. I'm gonna take the smaller end of the MultiTasker. I'm just gonna line my lips. And because I love these sort of pinky shades that I used, I am gonna use I think I'm gonna do a mix like I did on my, so I'm gonna take the other end of the MultiTasker, which is the flat end. You can see I've used it for makeup before, and I like to use it when I'm kind of filling in the lines. So I'm gonna go back into Fig, which is the color I was using, and I'm just gonna use Fig on the outer corners. And hold on, let's make it start like this. And I'm gonna fill it in with the candy. And I like this brush because sometimes you can go out of the line and then you're kind of messed up. And I'm gonna flip over the brush. I'm gonna go into the pink color and do this. It's kind of like an ombre look. Hold on, I feel like. See how that looks? And then the last thing I'm gonna do, because I love a gloss. What did I do with it? I must have had it right here. Oh yeah, it's right here. So I have all these glosses and different things I can use. This is the birthday lip oil. This is a clear. I don't know why it's like oxidized. Oh, it's clear, it looks yellow. And I've got Chai, which is like this really pretty color. Or I could use Diamonds, which I love because Diamonds has a little bit of, you can see I've used it with another lip gloss, a lip color over it. Has a little bit of sparkle in it. So let's use that. I'm just gonna put that in the middle. And I love this because I can take it with me on the go. That is everything. That is my let's get glam quickly, not spend a ton of time. And what do you think? Do you like it? Kind of awesome. I will go quickly change into something else so you can see what it would look like with what I'm gonna wear. And I'll come back and give you the final look. I'm back. And this is the final look. What do you think? I added some earrings. I'm wearing this really cute top. Unfortunately, I don't think the top's still available. The earrings I will link. And this is my glam easy 3 eyeshadow look for you. If you want to know how I did my hair, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button because I will be posting that video very soon. It'll have everything that I use, products, etc. So if you are interested in having your hair like this, you can check that out as well. So thank you so much for being here. I so appreciate it. I will see you next time.